Hi everyone, this is Jennifer, and in this video I will be discussing UX versus UI. And first of all, what does UX and UI stand for? UX stands for User Experience Design, while UI stands for User Interface Design. While they are both different and focus on different things, they also have some similarities and work together to create an effective website. Hopefully in this video I will be able to explain and give examples to help distinguish between the two and what they do, and how we have already been using them in our class so far. First is UX, or User Experience Design. So user experience focuses on the analytical side of creating a website. Before we code and design everything, they research on the product or what's going to be on the website and what the consumer or the user is going to want or expect to find on the website, or how they want to use it. You research and analyze the information you get and what the needs are and how you can fulfill those needs. You also, along with that research, you want to find out what will make it a usable and enjoyable experience. So what makes your website easy to use, and what will make it easy or a nice experience overall. How can you serve the user? Think about the user first and their experience on your website. You also need to think about the business needs. What does the business hope to accomplish with this website, and what information or product do they want on the website, as well as the user needs. Like I talked about before, what does the user expect to experience, or how they expect to enjoy the website or the experience. And with the business needs and the user needs, you want to find a way or how you can meet both of the needs of the business and the user, so the website and the user. In a nutshell, making user experience is making the product easily accessible and the experience of purchasing enjoyable. So user experience is basically doing research and analyzing everything and laying the groundwork, and basically putting out there what needs to be on this website or what needs to happen. With us in our weather website, we've done our website planning document. And part of that was creating a purpose, or telling the purpose of what's the website for, what's going to be on the website, what users can expect to find. Along with that is also profiles. So we were doing tier personas. We were creating some users basically, and all about their background and what they would be using the website for, how they would be accessing it, what they hope to get from the website, and things like that. And so we've done that already with our web planning document. Right here is an example of a layout or template of a persona and expectations document, and a site purpose. I think we kind of use that layout and that information as kind of the basis of what we did on our websites. Let's see. Next is the user interface design. So user interface design is dealing mainly with the visual and how everything looks on the website. So the visual design has to do with color and type. It also has to do with the look and feel of the website, so like the layout and the overall design, like where everything is, how all the visual elements are laid out before us. Are they just randomly placed, or are they in, straight lines or grids? It also has to do with the interaction and presentation of product. So the interaction part would be buttons and navigation. Are they easy to see, or do they work? Also, the flex of the website. Does the website look good and function properly on a computer screen? When you make it smaller and view it on a tablet or a mobile device, does it still look good and function properly, or is it cut off and you have to scroll horizontally to see everything that's on the website? Presentation of the product. So that has to do with images, pictures of the product, and how they look and how they're presented. Are your pictures, do they fit in with the color scheme and typography? Are they just randomly placed, or do they integrate into the website? So that's what user interface is about. Basically, it makes users' interaction as simple and efficient as possible through aesthetic means. So you want to be able to have a beautiful website, but also keep it simple enough that that's easy to use and navigate, that you can easily find what you're looking for. And it goes along with the user experience, that you're able to receive all of the needs and the structure from what the user experience designer has done, and to take it and put it into an attractive and aesthetically pleasing website that the user can use and navigate easily. Here is a graphic I found while I was doing research, and I thought it was a beautiful example and easily broke down what user experience and user interface was. So over here, user experience is about the valuable. Is it useful? Is it satisfiable? Does it satisfy the business and the consumer? Is it convenient for the consumer to use? Is it a credible website? Is it desirable? Does it make the product and the site desirable to use again? Is it accessible? Is it easy to get to and use? Is it easy to use on all devices? User interface has to do with the color scheme, picking colors, typography, layout, images, forms. So if you're using submission forms, buttons like navigation and other buttons, and the content. And so that's a good breakdown of what each of them do. So while I was doing research and reading and watching a bunch of different things, I came across some analogies, and I like to learn, or I think I learn better with analogies that are able to illustrate to me how things work and what exactly they're for. And so this one, the skeleton analogy. Basically, this one is the user experience passes off a skeleton and to the user interface designer, and the user interface designer puts skin and clothes on, and so together it creates a whole human. So the skeleton is the user experience, and the skin and clothes is the user interface, and it makes one whole. That's kind of, I guess, they're separate, how they work separately, but then also how they come together to create a whole. The next next one called the restaurant analogy. This one starts out, you're hungry, you want to eat at a restaurant, and so you find this beautiful restaurant. As you enter the restaurant, you see the tables and the chairs and the plates and the glasses and the utensils. Whatever you see there, that's user interface. User interface. User experience is everything like the food, the service, the background music, the lights, the atmosphere, everything you experience and feel. If you leave the restaurant with a smile on your face, that means you just experienced good user experience. I hope those analogies kind of helped you understand a little bit of the differences of and the function of user interface and user experience, and how they're used differently, or how they are different and how they come together to create a whole. Next, we'll be looking at some examples and kind of go over what we have been doing this past week in our class. So here's my website I did this past week. And so for the user experience, we did some research. We had to put out what the focus of this website is and what the content will be and what users will be able to experience and find on this website. We also did target audience research. So we had to get a focus group and what they did and what their income was and how they plan to use this website. And we also created personas. And these are more detailed and person-specific in how they would use this website, like if they'll use it on a computer or a mobile device, what they want to use it for, and also some scenarios. So we can say we would be able to meet the needs if these scenarios were to happen. So that's user experience. User interface would be when we were picking out our color scheme. How did we want our website to look? Did it all go together? Was it all complementary? And also the typography that we picked out. Do they complement each other? Do they go well to each other? Are they easy to read? Also the navigation up here, and also how it goes along with Flex we were supposed to use as the navigation, or as the website is in a computer view, it's horizontal, but as we get smaller and on a mobile device, it flexes and goes down into a vertical. That's part of the user experience, making sure it works across all different platforms. I think the best example of a website that has a great user experience and interface is Apple. I don't personally use Apple products, but their website is just beautiful. Everything is laid out and designed really well. It's easy to find the navigation and to find the products up at the top, and each category is individually listed, and it's easy, and the visuals go together well, and everything is just easy to use, easy to find. The visuals are nice. The flex and the navigation, they work really well as well. And finally, a not so great example. The colors kind of clash. It's kind of hard to see exactly what they're selling. The navigation's kind of hidden and it doesn't really flex. You have to scroll and it's cut off when you're in that smaller view. And so